The DMZ mode was just released for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and there are a lot of things to learn and a ton of things to do, so I wanted to run through my top 5 tips to help you survive more raids, so let's get into it. So the first tip might seem pretty obvious, but it is plate up. In my opinion, the absolute most important thing you can do in the DMZ is get a 3-plate armor vest. It is actually insane how squishy you are, and the AI can really just absolutely demolish you because of how many there are. They can overwhelm you really, really quickly, and you can find yourself going down over and over and over again, or even have your whole squad be completely eliminated by the AI with the 1-plate vests on. And there are a lot of AI in this mode. So you can find the 2-plate vests, you can find the 3-plate vests in some of the crazy points of interest like the cave or under the oil plant. There are a few places like that where you don't need keys, but they have a ton of the little orange chests, and you can find the 3 or 2-plate vests in there. You can also purchase 1 3-plate vest from most buy stations. So if you want to get your whole squad looted up, you're going to have to go to 3 different buy stations, and they're $30,000 each. You can also purchase the 2-plate vests there for much, much cheaper. So priority number 1, in my opinion, is getting your squad to the 3-plate vests and then getting an armor kit or just a bunch of plates from the buy station. This is going to dramatically increase how long you can survive to the AI if you get caught out in the open or if you get caught by some players, and it is really going to set you up for success and surviving more raids. Now, tip number 2 goes alongside with that, and it's how you afford those vests, and it is make money. Now, there are a ton of ways to make money in the DMZ, and a lot of times you can get overwhelmed by the little things like picking up duct tape or picking up little things that cost a few $100s. If you come across valuable things, absolutely pick those up, and you can sell those at the buy stations, but I wouldn't be spending a whole lot of time looting shelves for things like that. There's a ton of other ways to make money. The contracts, all of those contracts on the little green phones, they will give you and your whole squad a pretty decent amount of money. Additionally, a lot of those will then provide additional ways to make money. So for instance, I believe it's the HVT target missions. Once you complete them, you make a little bit of money, and then doing that gives you a little bit of additional intel and will mark some safes on your map, and then you can go to those safes and make a little bit of extra cash. Safes in general are really good things to make money. You can find them randomly. Like we said, the HVTs will mark some, and then there's some other ones, like I believe it's the raid stash contract, where inside the building that you have to raid will be another bigger safe. That's also another way to make really good money. A lot of the dynamic events and stuff like that pay really well, and then also PvP is a really good way to make money. A lot of times when you wipe a squad between the 3 of them, they'll have 20, 30, or 40 $1,000 on there, maybe more if it's a little bit later in the raid. So once again, if you're trying to make money, the contracts, the safes, PvP, stuff like that are much more worth your time than trying to loot little trinkets and then selling them at the buy station. Now, the third tip centers all around PvP. This does play a little bit like Escape from Tarkov in the sense that if you really don't want PvP and you don't want to be fighting other players, you really don't have to. You can absolutely and pretty effectively go an entire raid without ever coming across another player, skirt around the edges of the maps, complete the contracts, loot the safes, do the stuff you find, go to an extract that doesn't seem near a super hot spot, and a lot of times you can get in and out with either a ton of money to then buy a plates or buy a large backpack or kind of gear up to then go into your next raid if you want a PvP. If you do want a PvP, however, the 2 absolute best places to do that are going to be the weapon case or the radiation zone. The radiation zone is the only way to get the M13 blueprint and unlocked, and I believe that's the only way to get that gun in the entire Call of Duty game, so tons of players are going there right now to go get that unlocked. Additionally, the weapons case, it's the little yellow weapon case on the map with the bright yellow circle around it. That is always going to be in the same spot, and it will always trigger a juggernaut as well. So extracting with the weapons case gives you rewards in game like skins or charms or something like that, and you can extract with it 7 times and get 7 different things. So tons of players are trying to do that as well. When you kill the juggernaut and get the case, it also marks you for every other player on the map. So having that case, even if you've unlocked everything, having that case is almost guaranteed PvP. So there are a lot of times where a ton of squads will kind of converge on that juggernaut place at the same time, tons of PvP there, and then everywhere you go after that, people are going to be chasing you down. So if you don't want PvP, you can absolutely do that. If you do want PvP, there are ways to get into a ton of it in the raid. Now, going along with PvP, tip number 4 is get some range. In my 15 hours of playing so far, I cannot stress how important it is to have a sniper. Being able to reach out and tag some of the AI or even the juggernaut from super far away, or when you see a helicopter coming in for another squad, being able to down a few of them before they can get on the helicopter if you're super far away is a great way to get some loot. The out of raid contraband stash fills up so fast that finding regular guns like M4s or SMGs or something like that really isn't that hard to do. So I have absolutely been prioritizing, if I have a medium or large backpack, stowing an additional sniper rifle and getting that out and filling my contraband stash with sniper rifles. Or if you don't have any snipers, but your contraband stash is full of M4s or SMGs, then maybe use your insurance slot, build out a sniper, and then bring one of those SMGs in. I promise it's absolutely worth it, especially if everyone in your squad has range. Being able to down entire teams of other people from super far away is insane in this mode. And then the fifth and final tip is take the free extract. So when you go into the DMZ, there are 3 extracts that everybody has access to. When the radiation swallows them all, one final additional extract will show up, and those are all of the ones that are marked. However, you can actually take free extracts that are in addition to that. The hostage rescue contract, the little green contract that has the handcuffs, every single one of those is a free extract. That mission is you breach a building, you disarm a bomb on a hostage, you pick him up, and a helicopter will land pretty close to where that contract is. You drop off the hostage on that helicopter, and then you and your whole squad can take that helicopter and extract. This is insanely valuable information to know if you have a quest item, if you've got the weapon case, if the radiation is coming in and you're on the wrong side of the map and you're not able to get to the other extract in time, or if you're just trying to extract without PvP, being able to do one of these hostage rescue missions, they're going to often be in much less contested areas than the actual 3 main extracts. So you can get in, you can get out really, really easily with that. So those are my top 5 tips. After playing for about 15 or 20 hours, the DMZ is really fun. Like we said, there's a lot more to learn. There's a lot more to know. There's a lot more to do on the map. And I've got some follow-up videos coming around those things as well. I really hope that this helped. If it did, think about dropping a like, commenting down below, or subscribing to the channel for more content like this. I stream on Twitch about 6 days a week. All my links will be down below. I'd love to have you stop by and say hey. And if you're looking for people to play with, our Discord server is a really awesome place to be. We've recently just added some looking for group channels for Call of Duty as well, and that link is down below also. Thank you again for stopping by, and I will definitely see y'all on the next one.